Hey everybody, it's Stable Gamer here, and welcome back to Looney Tunes World of Mayhem. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the newest event. It is a repeat event, but there's some things in there I want to talk about specifically, and there's some pretty cool things that I wanted to point out as well. But first, before we jump into that, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. We actually got quite a bit going on here. We've got the Road to Transylvania, which we've seen before. We've got the Looney wheel as well. This Looney campaign here, we've seen that as well. The lunar lanterns. And then we also have a wheel over here, this golden ticket wheel. So there's a lot we're going to discuss about this. Some good things, some not so good things. Really want to get your opinion on this event. We've been continuing this whole series about talking about the different types of events and what makes a good event. I think this is better than the one we had just previously before the Taz one. I think the Taz one was a pretty decent one as well. I like that one. There's some good things that I like about this also. So let's go ahead and let's just start over here and take a look at the campaign. So the campaign, in and of itself, it's really not too difficult. You have your feature tunes and everything like you would in every event. This one really focuses on, we got Huntsman Porky, we got what, Elmer? Not Elmer, but Marvin Fudd there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the wheel here and go through these featured tunes and kind of which ones are probably pretty good to focus on. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one here. Journey to the Vatican. So Ninja Ralph, absolutely awesome. Van Wild is great against monster tunes. Cupid Elmer is great to have as well. Outback Dog is one that you're going to need for the King Daffy PTL coming up. And there's some more gimmies there as well. Siegfried Elmer is good. Elmer Fudd, I do like the fact that when you take somebody out, he gets an extra shot. Scrooge Sam, I think, is pretty good for the holiday tunes there. And then you have Huntsman Porky, which is okay. So, I mean, I don't think that these tunes are really too bad, actually. I think they're pretty cool. I think that Huntsman Porky, even though he is a summit tune, kind of fits in with that whole hunter aspect here with Van Wild. So that's what we have there. Now, when we take a look at the different campaigns that we have here, we've got 4 of them. You have to beat previous chapters in order to unlock them. I think they're okay. And this right here, we get this... we get these traps, these hunter traps that we can use for this one specifically. You get 1 to 10 of Siegfried Elmer. Again, Siegfried Elmer is a pretty good tune, and this regenerates every 4 hours. All right, and then these are the ones I've not gotten into just yet. So nothing too bad, nothing too fancy either. I think that's as far as your campaigns and everything go. I do prefer the previous ones where you have all 4 of them unlocked right there and you can kind of just skip around. I do prefer that better. When we get into the quests over here, so you're collecting superior regional materials right here like you would for anything else. And you have collecting featured event tunes here. Now if we take a look at all of these, it is back to just featured event tunes. It's not separating it by the rarity of those feature event tunes, because we've seen in previous events where you would collect featured event tunes, and then once you're done with that, the only time you can collect additional rewards on if they're epic or legendary. We don't have that in this event. I do prefer that. That is much better. And then we get rewards for completing the different campaigns, which I like as well. And then our daily gifts. One thing that someone mentioned that I thought that I wasn't even thinking about, but a while ago, remember when we had those event quests that kind of built on themselves? As you were working through the first quest, it really helped you with the second quest, which really helped you with the third quest. Those cyclical, I called them cyclical quest lines. I prefer that. It gives you a sense of progression and reward and accomplishment, and I like that better than this here. This is okay, but I just like those cyclical events there. It just tends to flow a little bit better, I think, in my opinion. So those are the quests that we have there. Now, if we go to points, on how we get points here. So we are completing event quests, spinning the wheels. We have 2 different wheels right there. Using campaign energy, using Van Wild, collecting Van Wild pieces, featured event tune pieces, and we have any tune again. So we get points for collecting any tune. That needs to stay. That went away. I hope it stays forevermore in events. It just helps. Even if it's just 1 point, it still helps. And it helps everybody with progressing through the event, and doesn't make it feel like you're stuck. All right, as far as rewards here, look at this, 10,000. At 10,000, we're getting some nice Siegfried Elmberg pieces. So it's nice to see those pieces come just a little bit earlier in the milestone rewards. I think the gem rewards there are pretty good as well. We're getting some, I feel that these rewards are pretty decent. I won't say fantastic. I mean, it'd have to be a lot to be fantastic, but we are getting some nice rewards there, I feel. And then we got 3 different areas where we're collecting Van Weil pieces, or Van Wiley, however you want to pronounce it. So I think for as far as milestone rewards go, I think it's pretty decent as well. All right, and with that, we have this store. Let's go ahead and take a look at the store. One thing I did like in the Taz event that we didn't have in the one prior to that is we had the exchanges back, and you were collecting, as you were working through collecting currency for the wheel, you were completing milestones and getting currency for these event exchanges, which I think is awesome, which are these right here, which is pretty cool. And it's nice that we have a little bit of a time to use those binoculars that we got from the Taz event, but we don't have, it doesn't look like we have any exchanges for this current event here. We do have this one right here, the gift box exchange for the Looney lanterns, and that's pretty much it. And that gives you kind of The Looney lanterns hasn't been anything anything too spectacular. And then obviously with the reatomizers, we still don't have event reatomizers back. I know that they said, hey, this is the way it's going to be. You're not going to have them, but hopefully if everybody screams loud enough, we get the event reatomizers back. We need them back. It just completes the event, in my opinion. All right, so that's that. We do not have an exchange here. So what we have so far, we have a decent campaign where we're collecting character pieces, tune pieces through that campaign. We have some decent feature tunes, which I think are pretty good as well. We have, we're going to go take a look at the wheel here in a minute. We've got the quest line, which is pretty decent. I do prefer the cyclical. We do not have any exchanges, which I think kind of needs to be a staple when it comes to these events. We have a lot of exchanges, but there's a lot of events where we could really use them to really help with the progression of it and have a decent exchange rate. Now, what we have here, so this is pretty cool here. We have the Imperial Wheel. We are going to spin this. We have the Imperial Wheel. Now, this is made up of tunes that you're going to need for the King Daffy PTL. So I think that's pretty cool. Although I'm hearing that we're not going to have, it doesn't look like we have a feeder event. I would much rather prefer the feeder event to the PTLs than have a wheel prior to the Path of Legendaries. So I think this is pretty cool though. If you take a look at it, it's a pretty good wheel. It's 100 to 200 pieces of one of those 3, which limits you to what you need for the King Daffy event, which is great, I think. And then your jackpot is 400 to 1,000 of Captain Bligh. Now, most of the time through this wheel, you are going to get Outback Dog or Professor Prissy. You got a 40% chance for both of those. And then Captain Bligh, only a 17% chance with a 3% chance on that jackpot. So I think overall, as a wheel, I like it. I don't like the fact that we don't have a feeder event coming up to the PTL. I think we need to. I think every PTL needs to have a feeder event, not a wheel. Just my opinion there. All right, we have that. We also have this wheel here. This is the normal ticket wheel. This is what you need for the event specifically. So depending on where you want to put your golden tickets, for me, I'm going to go towards the Imperial wheel because I want those tunes for the King Daffy PTL. This one right here, not even going to really mess with this one. And then we have the Helsing. So here is one where these stakes that you need to spin the wheel, you don't really accumulate them too quickly. And it takes a while to get all the way up to 1,000, so definitely want to do that. Save up to 1,000 if you can, because you do get that free spin, which always comes in handy. As you can see, I've only got 290 right now. So I'm going to spin this. I'm just going to spin this a couple times. I know I said wait to 1,000, but I want to do something for the video there. Then we do have the Vatican here as well, and this is for featured events tunes here. So you do have a choice. I think it's pretty cool as well. You can go for a wheel that gives you specifically Van Wiley pieces, or you can go to this wheel here and use the same currency to go for a future event tunes, whichever one you would prefer. What is that jackpot here? The jackpot outdog for 100 to 150 pieces. So I don't know. It depends on really kind of what you're looking for and where you are in building your teams. All right, and then obviously we have this wheel here. We're gonna go ahead and spin this one. This one isn't really too fantastic, but look at this. When they give you a jackpot that only gives you 2 to 5 pieces, they need to just take the jackpot away. It's not very fulfilling at all in any way, shape, or form. But this whole event here really isn't all that much to write home to anyway. All right, so there we go. There's my opinions on the wheel. There's my opinions on the event. I'd really be interested to hear your thoughts on the event, especially with everything that we've been talking about events and what we like and what we don't like. Taz, I think, was pretty decent, pretty good. This one here is kind of I think it's decent. There's some things that obviously we need that could be improved on, like we've always talked about. But these events aren't going to be perfect. But at least we can give some constructive feedback back. So when we do the video wrap-up that I discussed in my previous video, that kind of wraps everybody's feedback and everything together, really kind of looking towards everybody to provide feedback on that one as well, because I think it's going to be, I think it'll turn out pretty well. And it'll give a pretty balanced look at events. And then where we go from there, we go. All right, so with that, we're going to go ahead and do some wheel spins here. Let's go ahead and do these golden tickets last. I do want some more Van Helsing here, so we're just going to do a couple spins of Van Helsing. See if we can get anything good here. How many pieces we got there? 4. And 1 more. And then we got 10 right there. So how many? 19 of 125. I like this guy. He's pretty cool. I'm not going to worry about that one. We can go ahead and spin these. Let's do these 10 spins right here, and then we'll go ahead and do the golden tickets. These are a way to get some tune-up pieces. You get some Professor Prissy, which is what you need for King Daffy. So you get a little bit. It's been kind of a skimpy wheel, though. All right. No jackpots on that one. But that's okay. It was only, what, 2 to 5 pieces? All right. So there we go with that. Let's go ahead and do these golden tickets, because I know that's what is the funnest part. All right, so we're going to do this twice. We're going to do this twice and get 10 spins on this wheel. So let's go ahead, see if we get anything good. What kind of points do we get to rack up on this one? 6 out. I don't think that's going to be a jackpot. But I really do need to work on... Hey, we got Captain Bly there. There we go. We need to get everybody up to what? I think a 4-star, right? I think I say that every time. Up to a 4-star. So that we can unlock King Daffy. Here we go. Do we get a jackpot 900? Probably not. Really needed to work on my Outback anyway. He was pretty low. And there we go. What do we have? We got 9 golden tickets left. We're going to wait on that. I don't want to waste the golden ticket. So there you go, everybody. That's what I had for you today. There's some wheel spins. There's my thoughts on this most current event. I think it's better than... Honestly, I can't even remember that really bad one we had 2 events ago. I think it's better than that one. I don't think it's as good as the Taz one, so it fits in between those 2 events there. All right, everybody. Definitely let me know your thoughts and everything in the comment section below on what you think of this event. I'd really like to hear from you on that. And as always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure you hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. I can't even talk straight. But all right, everybody, I'll talk to you next time. See you later.